Scared shitless.
Do you love me too?
The ultimate aim is to produce sound which is completely acceptable to the listener. Records that give you pleasure.
Hello. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to speak, you kitty. Sorry. Hi, everyone. How you doing today? I have had Kitten here cuddling with me for hours, so we're going to try to be a little less loud. But, you know, I'm still a loud guy. How's it going, Keo? How's it going, Mekama? How you doing today? And Talia, hello in the YouTube chat. How is it going? First ever YouTube stream, huh? Is it working? It's hard to tell. I'm like juggling 6 different tabs right now. Kitty spotted, kitty spotted. Sven over on YouTube too. Driving so I can only listen? Heck yeah. Oh, it's Kekara. How you doing, Kekara? Yeah, we got little kitty here. She got spayed yesterday, and she is doing the best she can. I've been taking care of her pretty much since yesterday. But how's everyone's day going? Oh, I am feeling pretty great. Unfortunately, you know, Kitten is feeling not the best, but oh, I bothered her. I bothered her too much. She'll probably come back and forth through the stream just because she is not feeling the best. She's very cuddly, I will say. Oh. There we go. I think the audio got messed up there for a second. I'm so fucked up, still getting over surgery. Oh no, you and the kitty too. Just about to start gaming. Oh my god, I know exactly what. Sven, are you playing Remnant? What are you playing? But yeah, let's start our voiceover practice today. I really want to get to Doki Doki. I'm actually quite excited to play it. I've never actually played Doki Doki. I've seen some of like the Game Grumps play it, so I know it's kind of dark, but maybe, I'll be over on the YouTube. Okay, sweet. I don't know if members exist on YouTube yet. I literally have never streamed on YouTube. So this is going to be a new experience for me. But yeah, I want to get to the voiceover practice. So let me start the YouTube intro, make sure I look decent. Hey y'all, my name's Madigan, you can call me Maddie, and today we are doing day 10, I believe, of our voiceover practice. I think we've only missed Christmas and yesterday as our voiceover practice days, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Today's theme, as you may see on the screen, is Genshin Impact. So we'll be doing a couple reads from Genshin Impact, as well as some from my voiceover library, so I hope you enjoy. Leveling up my other classes after maxing my favorite so far. Which one's your favorite so far? Halloween for chat to be split between two places, only half of it showing up on stream. Yeah, I tried to figure that out. I know there's like a service that you can pay for to combine the chats. I don't have the money to be paying for nothing, so I'm gonna keep trying to figure out how to make it better. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So our first read is gonna be Annoyed. How am I supposed to feel annoyed when I'm so full of love for y'all? Annoyed. It's not as angry as like pissed off. Like I'm not like angry. More like annoyed. Like, are you kidding me? This is what's happening. Let's see. What is the first one we're gonna read as? So I found a character, they have like multiple names. It's like Partalga or Childe. So I'm gonna read as Childe with Annoyed. So someone has to protect them, right? If you make a promise, you keep it. If you make a mistake, you apologize. And if you give someone a dream, you defend it to the end. That's what family's about, isn't it? Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind. Go tsundere? Full on tsundere. It's not like I like you or anything. So someone has to protect them, right? If you make a promise, you keep it. If you make a mistake, you apologize. If you give someone a dream, you defend it. That is what family's all about, isn't it? Or forgotten, exactly. Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride is one of the best Disney songs. All right, one's in chat, either chat, I guess, if Lilo and Stitch is one of your favorite movies from Disney. For some reason, I have a huge affinity for it. I don't know if it's like found family or what it is, but I adore Lilo and Stitch. Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride. All right, Childe, let's read it. Let's read it like you're hurt. So someone has to protect them, right? If you make a promise, you keep it. If you make a mistake, you apologize. If you give someone a dream, you defend it to the end. That's what family's about, isn't it? I think I spooked the cat away. I think she got scared when I started voice acting. Oh, my little ponytail's not even visible. One of my faves, surprise in both chats, is both chats. Oh God, Mekima. She's multi-chat drifting. Also, was that one with the original Elvis song? I know Elvis. They play like Elvis music in Lilo and Stitch. All right. Oh, by the way, if you're in the Twitch chat, feel free to drop in the YouTube chat and vice versa. You know, extra numbers makes things better. All right, let's see what our second emotion is. Thank you, Childe. Oh, and I decided to try to like play cutscenes of the game that we are, or the media that we are quoting behind instead of doing the Catboy. What do y'all think about this? Because I could still do the Final Fantasy in the background for this, but I thought it might be cool to have like the theme that we're discussing in the background. All right, our second emotion is panicky. Literally all I can think of is pain and panic from Hercules. Panicky, you kind of talk quick, you're a little breathy. Oh God, oh, I'm scared. Oh geez, Rick, I don't know about this one. All right, so let's do one of our voiceover library. All day mosquito spray, but red panicky. Hi, how are you today? It was just a polite inquiry. No need to go into details. I don't need to know exactly where the mosquitoes bit you. Yeah, I'm sure most people do wonder how you were bitten there. If May offers some advice, why not try all-day mosquito spray, so we can make small talk about something else next time. Weirdly enough, that actually read quite well as panicked. How are you today? I'll be a quick 20-minute adventure. Oh my god. Like when they come out and they're just sobbing, I was not in control there. I think I rewatched Rick and Morty recently. Because I stopped watching it when the whole like Justin Roiland accusations came out, but they replaced him as the voice actor and director on the show, so I kind of felt okay rewatching it. And goddamn, the new season's pretty good. I can't even tell they changed the voice actors. Well, I mean, like, some scenes they're slightly off, but like for the most part. How is Twitch right now, by the way? The multi-stream may introduce some like weird bitrate issues. Has there been anything on the Twitch side that's awkward? All right, next. Oh, let's do all-day mosquito spray. Is not just panicky. Hi, how are you today? Oh, no. It was just a polite inquiry. No need to go into details. I don't need to know exactly where the mosquitoes bit you. Yes, I'm sure most people do wonder how you were bitten there. If I may offer some advice, why not try all-day mosquito spray so we can make small talk about something else next time? Not bad. All right, let's do our next Genshin. And we'll do it as bored. I don't know, bored? I feel like bored is boring to do for a read. But let's do Zhongli from Genshin as bored. For those that live too long, the friends of days gone by and scenes of their adventures live on in their memories. As such, I have no regrets in meeting you, friend. Should the day ever come that we are not together, it'll continue to shine like gold in my memories. Imagine being dragged somewhere you don't want to be by your parents. Oh, I have the worst story for that. This is so embarrassing. Oh. My stepfather and my mom brought all of the kids, my two brothers and my sister. We all went to do light viewing in Albany, New York. They did this huge light show. But also, Naruto was airing at that time. And it was really good. It was like the tuning exam arc, and I was really excited to watch it. So I maybe was kind of an asshole. I was like, I don't want to be here. This is stupid. I just want to be at home watching. I pouted the whole time because I wasn't at home watching Naruto. My poor parents bringing me to this beautiful light show full of Christmas spirit, and I was just like, I want to watch my animo. All right, Zhongli, let's do you less bored. Let's be less like I'm doing a reading in English class. For those that live too long, the friends of days gone by and scenes of their adventures live on in their memories. As such, I have no regrets in meeting you, friend. Should the day ever come that we are not together, you'll continue to shine like gold in my memories. It's a good quote, I'm not gonna lie. Makes me feel something. Rock Lee drops weights. Oh my god. The Rock Lee dropping weight scene, if that wouldn't get me banned on YouTube instantly, I would show it. Yeah, that's like one thing about streaming on YouTube. You can't show or play like anything copywritten. Which is better, I guess. But I want to play the Rock Lee scene. Factually, Childe is pronounced like child. Oh, child is an archaic English word that's just direct translation of Chinese alias. Oh. Does it have any affectation, or is it just like child or like child? All right, what's our next? I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but every time I try to do a segue, I say all right. I've noticed that while editing, I keep having to cut out. All right, chat, let's do this. Our next word is threatening. I like threatening. Threatening has a little bit of anger behind it and a little intensity. Like, you're gonna go to your chat, you better go clean your room right now. Dad says that your room is too dirty and you need to clean it. No, I'm not gonna take any. And you get the eyes too, like the flared eyes, flared nostrils. All right, let's do, from our voiceover library, add watches and threatening. Pens, knives, calculators, and shirts. They've all been done. These traditional promotional gimmicks that cost just pennies to advertise my business are worth exactly that. Pennies. Most times, clients lose them within a day. And even if they don't, the pen is only effective if someone is using it. I give my clients ad watches. Ad watches are stylish and my logo is discreetly on display 24 hours a day. That sounds like a shitty product. Ad watches, pens, knives, calculators, and shirts. They've all been done. These traditional promotional gimmicks that cost just pennies to advertise my business are worth exactly that. Pennies. Most times, clients lose them within a day, and even if they don't, a pen is only effective if someone is using it. I give my clients ad watches. Ad watches are stylish, and my logo is discreetly on display 24 hours a day. You don't want your logo discreetly on display because then no one's going to see it. Got it. All right, we're going to do our last quote from Genshin, and it's a big one. It's from the Nameless Bard, and we'll be doing it indignant. Let's get a definition on indignant just to make sure. Feeling or showing anger or annoyance is what is perceived unfair treatment. Oh, chat, it's you guys. I told you to go clean your room and you feel like it's unfair treatment. You're going to respond indignantly to me. No, I don't want to do that. This is ridiculous. Oh, it's kind of like, yeah, you've been punished unfairly, so you're going to complain about it to your friends. I can't believe my mom decided to take away my Game Boy for the day. There we go. And we're going to be reading as the Nameless Bard from Genshin indignantly. How dare you? Exactly. How dare you? What is to be sung transpired in days of yore, when the divine Archon still walked the earth. A dragon cast his curious gaze on the world below as he parted from the heavens that gave his birth. The dragon sought truth amongst common folk, but moral trifles only fogged his mind. The wind-born bard strummed his strings docile, and the holy lyre answered his questions kind. The dragon was but a child full of wonder, and soared the heavens free from care. The bard's songs invited him to sing along, for he yearned to let all perceive him fair. Enchanted legends the bard and dragons were, but tides of despair soon engulfed the land. The lion fang perished and the falcon flag slept. As a vile dragon approached Mondstadt in lone stand, over the cathedral loomed death and his friends. Of the people's agony the bard soon sang. The soaring dragon heeded his grave calls, and amidst the windstorms a brutal war sprang. Blood of venom sent the sky dragon into slumber, only to awake to be expelled in abhor. Why do people in this age loathe me so? But the holy lyre replied no more. Wrath and woe, vigor and venom poured from the dragon's bitter eyes. The dragon's curse spawned in silence, but the lyre could no longer soothe his cries. I really like that. I didn't read this before because it's supposed to be blind reading, and that's really cool. Here I thought Genshin was just a gacha game. Interesting. The Nameless Bard from Genshin. What is to be sung transpired in days of yore, when the divine Archon still walked the earth. A dragon cast his curious gaze on the world below as he parted the heavens that gave his birth. The dragon sought truth amongst common folk, But mortal trifles only fogged his mind. The wind-born bard strummed his strings docile, and the holy lyre answered his questions kind. The dragon was but a child full of wonder, and soared the heavens free of care. The bard's songs invited him to sing along, for he yearned to let all perceive him fair. Enchanted legends the bard and dragon were, but the tides of despair soon engulfed the land. The lion fang perished and the falcon flag slept, as a vile dragon approached Mondstadt in Lodstand. Over the cathedral loomed death and his friends. Of people's agony the bard soon sang. The soaring dragon heaved his grave calls, and amidst the windstorms a brutal war sprang. Blood and venom sent the sky dragon into slumber, only to awake to be expelled in arbor. Why do people in this age loathe me so? But the holy lyre replied no more. Wrath and woe, vigor and venom poured from the dragon's bitter eyes. The dragon's curse sprawled in silence, but the lyre could no longer soothe his cries. I got some chills from that one. That was really cool. Oh my. Oh my. How long have we been going? Yeah, I think we'll call it there for the voice actor practice. I really want to get into Doki Doki. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the new style I'm doing with the game that we're quoting in the background, let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. Also, make sure to like and subscribe as it helps out. And if you're interested in supporting more, check out the Patreon down below. Otherwise, I hope you have a lovely day. Goodbye, y'all. God damn. I think I'm getting better at the YouTube outros. I don't know. I'm stumbling less over them. But who's ready to get into Doki Doki Literature Club? Doki Doki. Literally zero pronunciation difference compared to the modern world besides the various vowel shifts. Okay. Wolf, thanks
Lunch
for the
break
reason.
timey. I'll have to watch the vid later. Hello.
Lunch break time? Hell yeah. Welcome in, Fro. How you doing? What's for lunch? Please tell me. Please tell me. I'm hungry. All right. Doki Doki. Here we go. Oh, it's automatically not full screen? Okay. All right, let's give a little introduction of my knowledge of the game. Actually, let's turn off the lo-fi. We don't need that anymore. All right, so for Doki Doki Literature Club, I've watched some of the Game Grumps play it. So I have, well, I know about what happens with, was it Sai something? With Sai from Naruto. But that's about it for my knowledge. I kind of stopped watching after that. But yeah, I am really interested in playing it. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Chat, you've been warned. Honestly, not sure yet. I thought I'd play it by ear and went out to the kitchen. Ooh, probably hot dogs. I'm not a hot dog kind of guy. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but hot dogs. Ugh. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience. Okay. I do suffer from anxiety and depression, but I have you here to make me feel happy. Sayori? Oh, not Sai. Okay. I agree that I am at least 13. Oh god, I think that's loud. That's loud. I need to adjust that once I get into the game. All right, I'm gonna adjust it, chat. I think I'm gonna play off my OBS. I think this should probably be good. Full screen. Oh, it's one of the full screens where if you click off it. Okay. All right, new game. Let's go. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. That's like immediately so mean to your friend. Oh, has anyone in chat played Doki Doki? Is this new for anyone? Annoying good friend, right? That's so mean. Natsuki's best girl. Is Natsuki the small one, I think? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Oh my god, what a dick. Seen someone else play it? Okay, so you kind of know what you're getting into then, Mekima. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Oh, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Madigan. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Oh my god! Natsuki is a small one, yes. Hey, chat, I'm already starting off saying I don't like this main character. What a dick. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Madigan, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Aw, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Natsuki is good bean indeed. I forgot how mean the MC... Yeah, the MC is an asshole. I'm sure it's possible I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going about. Chat, can I just be a different person? Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, while I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime, okay? Rude. See, chat, that's why I decided when I was in high school to join the anime and D&D Magic the Gathering club at school and start an anime club at the local library. I made things anime that I got to experience. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I worry that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. That's not in education, employment, or training. I wish we had a club here. It sounds fun. Like in your school, or what do you mean, Mekima? Monica has terrible taste. Monica is the long-haired one, right? The one that has the ponytail? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look into a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. School clubs aren't really a thing here? Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, you could try to start one, Mekima, if you're really interested. Bat Coaster! Lurkin, no problem, dude. I hope you're having a good day. Monica's the club president? Gotcha. Yay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit at least, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Oh my god, this guy's me for real. Just stare at the wall. Academic Challenge was such a fun club. What's academic? Ooh, what is that, Fro Wolf? Is that like I mean, it sounds to me like you go to a club where you're testing yourself and competing. Kind of like a debate club, but for, like schoolwork. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm gonna join your club. Oh, meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. I joined that if I was in school. I adored reading back in high school. When I was younger, I was in like advanced placement English. I mean, I went to the library every week to do I hosted like an anime club there with my friends and family. So like a literature club would have been amazing for me. I told this story on stream before, but my teachers both loved and hated me. They loved me because I was a good student. Like I did school well. But I'd finish my work ahead of people, so I would always take out a book to read after. We didn't really have smartphones back then, and those who did, it wasn't really a smartphone thing. It was more like an iPod Touch kind of thing. So I'd be reading books, and they'd always get kind of angry at me because I was like reading in their class, but I finished their work and got A's. But there was one teacher, my Spanish teacher named Dr. Gomez. Fantastic guy. I adored him. But whenever I'd read, I usually read fantasy novels. And I was reading Aragon. That has a dragon on the cover. So for the entire 3 years I took Spanish in high school, he would only refer to me as Señor Dragon. Because I read so much. He never called me Madigan, never called me Maddie. Or like whatever Spanish name we picked. I don't know if y'all did that when you took foreign language, but you picked like a name of the language, like a German name or a Spanish name to be called by. But the entire time he called me Señor Dragon. And when my sister eventually took his class, he's like, oh, your last name, you're Señor Dragon's sister. So even like years later, he remembers Señor Dragon. AC is like a quiz type thingy. We went to other high schools in the area and answered trivia quiz type things. Okay. So yeah, kind of like a debate club, but for like quizzes. Like with fun, you even have buzzers. That's so good. Closest thing to a club I ever was in, like a mathlete type thing. Oh, Kyo. Math. Evil, but also incredibly cool. Math, I did well enough in math to get by. Like I got A's in math. The second I got to college, though, I dropped all math. I had to take, because I was a psych major, I had to take statistics, but they had a special statistics called psych statistics. That was just easy. And that was the only math class I took in college. But we went on a huge tangent. We're back to Doki Doki. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest in after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm gonna the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. That's kind of fun, cool that he remembered you. It is really cool. I love that he called me Senor Dragon. It was funny. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I've sold my soul for less, man. Cupcakes are lit if they're good. But there's a lot of really shitty cupcakes. But I imagine if Natsuki made them, they're going to be really good. But you go to the store and you get like store-bought cupcakes. Those things are ass. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, there's a new member here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Okay, what do we voice her as? Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Madigan, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. Also, regarding the dual streaming thing is going, Twitch is like constantly buffering. Oh, and getting further and further out of sync with the YouTube stream. Oh, that's not good. Let me see if I can try to do something on my end. That's annoying. I tried adjusting a couple things. Hopefully it did something. If it didn't, I don't know. I'll just try to figure it out. Sold for a cupcake? Sold? Hell yeah, Mekama. I timed it a bit earlier and you were doing Genshin VA readings. It was like 30 seconds behind. Okay. Well, after this stream, I might look into it a bit then. If it's only 30 seconds, it's still annoying, but... Damn it. There's one called Restream, and I would use that one, but it costs money monthly, and I don't have the money for it. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like Yuri no Monica, is that right? That's right. I agree, it's good. I can't read right now. Brain hurts. It's great to see you again, Madigan. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we're in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at least so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica? Come, sit down, Madigan. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Roxy! Hi, hope you're doing well. I'm doing great, Roxy. But Roxy, aren't you the one who wanted me to stream on YouTube? That's right. I'm on YouTube Live right now, Roxy. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Surely Natsuki's moodiness has nothing to do with being constantly malnourished. I'm sorry, is that true? Try to keep me uninformed. I really don't know much about this game. It was years ago I watched the Game Grumps play it. how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh my god! Little kitties? But yeah, how's it going, Roxy? How you feeling? The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh my god. Never once asked that. Oh, I thought you did. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. There was someone else, I think, who reminded me of you that asked. Sorry, Mike. I'm trying to fix Twitch again. Natsuki flexing her status as best girl? Hell yeah. Cat cakes? Well, not just cat cakes. The P in there is killing me. Or is a silent P like pterodactyl? Oh, I get it. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth. I called she talked with her mouth full. Has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Feeling good, just happy to see you live? Hell yeah! You're not dumb? What if I want to be dumb? What if I want to be a happy little dumb bimbo? What if I want to be that? What if I want to be a head-empty cat boy? By the way, cat boy status is always on sale. If someone wants to get 5 subs or 5 members, I will be wearing cat ears. I finally bite down. The icing's sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? If you want to be head empty, you'll be playing Summoner in Final Fantasy. To be fair, I also feel like Archer is pretty head empty. Y'all have blank moments? Yeah. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, you know, you dummy. All right. How dare you, I play Summoner? Is it head empty, Roxy? Is it head empty? This is a safe space, Roxy. You can admit to me. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. How did she heat up the tea? You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. What a nice woman. I like her. As a former summoner main who usually does warrior anymore, I agree. Thoughts are for the weak. Head, empty, hit, spell. So, Kyo, aside from it being behind the YouTube, is there any other issues like dropped frames or buffering or bad audio or anything? Or is it just like a delay between the streams? Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encouraged others to get in literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. I got the video stats up and I'm recording only 35 skip frames since I last refreshed with a broadcasted latency of 37 seconds. Oh. Is there a way to adjust the latency? Sorry, it's my first time using it, so I'm still trying. Scene, OBS resolution, bitrate, keyframe interval, tuning, multipass, profile, GPU, max frames. Okay. I don't know if there's anything I can do to fix it. I'll probably look it up after stream. Thank you for helping, Kyo. You're fantastic. Literally, I'm just using Twitch for chat, and I have the YouTube stream in another tab to get audio with less latency. Okay. Honestly, I play all classes, but Summoner is my main. I mean, that's pretty cool. So I feel like Summoner is not a lot of people's mains. Seems like it skips every now and then, but it seems better than it was. Okay. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Madigan, what kinds of things do you like to read? I'm really into fantasy books. I like nonfiction, mostly. I like fiction, mostly. Nonfiction doesn't really grab me. I don't know. It feels like a lot of times nonfiction... It feels like it's trying to tell a point too much. I like getting into magic systems. I'd say one of my favorite books is Name of the Wind or the Black Prism. Both of those are very good fantasy books with really interesting magic systems. But the main character is going to say, I don't read. Summoner change in 6.0 turned a lot of old mains off the job. Oh, that's right. I forgot they changed a bunch about it. A lot of people who played it pre-changes, like how complicated the rotation was. I like blowing shit up. Hell yeah. The Black Mage is annoying. I remember Black Mage being very, I felt like I was just playing a mini game constantly. Like, it wasn't like I was playing the game. I was playing a mini game of Black Mage, if that makes sense. Excuse me. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy. Hey, Yuri! Me and you! Okay, chat, I guess we're romancing Yuri like I said, I don't know much about it. I know that it gets pretty dark. And I stopped watching after I saw what happened to Sayori. That's about all I know. I know Brent Weeks. Of course I know Brent Weeks. Sven, come on. Who do you think I am? Brent Weeks is one of my favorite authors. I started, oh god, what's it called? The Assassin series. I haven't read them in years, but back in high school, I read all of his Assassin novels. Beyond the Shadows? Is that the first one? I think the Night Angel series. That's what it was. The Night Angel series. There we go. The Night Angel trilogy. Not his best work. I think the Black Prism definitely beats it out. But I was reading this as it came out when I was in high school. I absolutely adored it. And the second the Black Prism released, I own all of them. Nice wallpaper. Thank you. Just Abba? Do you want me to refer to you as? Welcome to chat. How you doing today? Decided to go with buttered fettuccine noodles. My wife and you would be great friends. Butter noodles is one of her favorite. Unfortunately, she can't do real butter anymore, but she has like this really nice country crock fake plant butter that she uses. But what brought you to chat today? Black Mage rotation changes every 10 levels, so it's hella annoying to play it. Yeah, I leveled to level 50 as Black Mage, and then I switched to Red Mage. That was a lot more fun. I love stories that go into the lore of the worlds. It's so good. I love fantasy so much. Your good things? Hell yeah. Lightbringer are my favorite books. Your favorite books? I got to book 4, I think. I think I finished book 4. And the twist they had with, why can't I remember his name? Gavin? The twist that they had with Gavin in book 4 put me off a little bit. I haven't finished the Lightbringer. I plan on finishing it, like, probably this year, but yes, Sven, I think the Lightbringer is probably his better novels, but, if you haven't read Name of the Wind is my favorite fantasy book. There used to be a low latency button on our end of streams, but Twitch seemed to remove the button. That sucks. Either that or it's on partnered streams. Oh, it might be. It might be that I'm not a partner. Y'all keep being so interesting and distracting me. We have to talk to cute girls about books. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? There needed to be a comma in that sentence, but I thank you. I'm 1/3 through it, and it moved. What? You're 1/3 through it and moved. 1/3 through the series? How are you playing a game? There hasn't been a single decision I've seen yet. It's more of like I guess a visual novel. I don't know. I like visual novels. Visual novels are fun. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Oh, thank you for the follow, Abba. Thank you. I appreciate that. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, it's just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes are your poems? Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori saddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. Dropping Enochian is the worst part of Black and White. Is that a buff? I don't know. Reading the last book and moved, so I haven't finished it yet. Oh, got you, Sven. Wait, when did you move? You're not referring to Canada, right? I don't think you haven't moved there yet. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share with each other. We'll share them all with each other. That way, everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Madigan? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Not a fan of horror myself, not a fan of fear stuff, also not a fan of tsundere. Those are true. No, from my apartment with your ex. Oh, got it. I understand, Sven. I'm not a big fan of horror myself. I don't usually engage in much horror. I like watch people play horror stuff, but that's about it. What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Madigan, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. I mean, aren't most people defenseless against cute girls? Same, and yet we both love Yomawari. I think I like Yomawari a lot because I was playing it for chat. I think horror games are a lot better when I'm playing them for someone, because then I can I get in the headspace of being less, I don't know, I'm less in my own brain. I'm very much so engaged with chat with the horror, so it's better. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then it makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Madigan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I don't ever watch horror speedruns when the game is so trivialized that anything scary and all the disgusting stuff is passed over. That's actually kind of based, Roxy. It's like, yeah, I watch horror games when there's no horror in them. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Madigan, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us departed the club room to make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer with one of the girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Day 1! Alright, chat, we're gonna take a patent pending Madigan self-care minute. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna use the restroom. I need everyone to get up, to stretch. If you're at work, then just, stretch where you are. You don't need to get up, but everyone make sure to refill your drinks. Make sure you got something nice, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Let me put on some music for you. What's a good song? Hell yeah. All right, make sure to spam the emotes while we're gone.
Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around, have to keep moving on. Guess what lies ahead? Only one way to find out. Must keep on moving ahead. No time for guessing, follow my pen instead. Trusting in what you can't see. Take my lead, I'll set you free. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through, prove it to you. Follow me. Oh yeah. Danger is lurking around every turn. Trust your feeling, got to live and learn. I know with some luck that I'll make it through. Got no other options, only one thing to do. I don't care what lies ahead. No time for guessing, follow my plan instead. Find that next day, no matter what that may be. Take my lead, I'll set you free. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through, prove it to you. Follow me. Follow me. I'll make it through. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I just frazzled my whole hair. Oh, I got a little haircut, chat. I did not ask you to play another song. Excuse you. Rude. But yeah, I got a little bit of a haircut, chat. It's not as long. It looks shorter than it actually is because of the hair curling. I pretty much just got rid of the split ends. But we're less crazy long than we used to be. Doki. All right, everyone back. Everyone have a nice self-care minute. And the reason why it's patent pending and not patented is I had the self-care minute patented for Taleo, but for Madigan, I don't have it anymore. I lost my patent. So we're waiting on it. All right, everyone back? Everyone ready? Everyone get some drinks? Some snackies, maybe? Ooh. freaking, my arms are shaking. Look at that, chat. I don't know if you can see. But, apparently my arms aren't very happy. Luckily, I'm just pressing the space bar, so this is pretty easy, but having a bad arm day. Doki, Doki. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem best. Speaking of Taleo, how's your new medication working out? We're thinking that we might be able to play Final Fantasy in the future someday. Roxy, have you missed it entirely? Oh no. We're playing Final Fantasy again. We've actually been playing Final Fantasy for a couple weeks now. Here, I'm gonna put my VOD channel in chat. That way y'all can, that way you can check it out, because I'll have all of my old stuff. Where is it? There, my VOD channel is in both chats now. So if you click that, I have like a week or something worth of Final Fantasy streams you can get caught back up on. So what I decided to do is my medications helped a lot. It's still very difficult to do anything with a keyboard. It's quite painful. However, we've been playing on controller now, and it's been helping a lot. I decided to start Final Fantasy back from the beginning so I can relearn how to play it and re-experience the story. So happy you can play Final Fantasy again. I'm so happy too, Roxy. I was so sad I couldn't play, but that means that hopefully by the time the new expansion comes out, we'll be caught up again. That's coming out this summer, right? All right, back to Doki Doki. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Is there a way to know what they may like? Well, if I had to imagine based on their personality, she likes cute things. She likes darker, more like fantasy horror things, and Sayori is like head empty. So I want to romance Yuri. Google what? So let's go with grief. Wait, what? Sayori like grief? Melancholy? Okay, that works for Yuri. Misery. Oh. Okay, what's... All right. Google... Oh, Google told you like... No. I want to play blind. I guess we're going with Sayori. Holy shit. Hopeless? Oh my god. Death? Holy shit. Pain? Scars. Massacre. Okay, no, you like... Why are they both so dark? Oh, gotcha, Roxy. Dark. Unstable. Desire. Wrath. After image. Like Goku leaving an after image. Meager. Ambient. You probably like depression, you weirdo. Lust. Climax. Excuse me? Question. Okay, we're kind of sniping Yuri now. Oh my, is right, Roxy. Unrestrained. Doki Doki. Disoriented. And... alone. Damn it! Hi again, Madigan. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Madigan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. I agree. I agree manga is literature. If you've read One Piece and you don't consider manga literature, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Doki, Doki. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki. Don't worry, guys. Madigan always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. Not dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Madigan can become good... How come? You and Madigan can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Manga is literature? Thank you, Roxy. It is and has genres to distinguish its target audience. I'm so glad I'm preaching to a choir right now. Hell yeah. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Oh. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Ooh, well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities with the club. Didn't see a ping, we're busy repeating my... Ooh, repairing your PC. Is it going okay, Flash? Welcome in though, bud. How you doing? Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Well, that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I wouldn't feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Chat. It's fate. Our eyes meeting for a split second. Doki, my heart. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. It was just some re-thermal pasting? Oh, okay. So not bad then, not bad. Easy money? What? Wait, are you repairing it to sell, or it's easy because it wasn't hard to spend? Okay. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. For my manga readers in chat, do y'all have any, like, secret manga that you love, but no one's ever heard of? I have one that stuck with me since I was a kid. Let me see if I can even, like, pull it up. Yokohama Kadashi Kiko is a manga that I read when I was like a teenager. It's about a robot girl who never ages, living through kind of like the death of like humanity and humans, and like dealing with the fact that she doesn't age. It's really good. It's like very heartfelt. I was so obsessed with it. I read it like twice. It's so good. Your eyes met? Trainer battle? Oh god, no. Definitely more interesting than the club leader. She's, I mean, pretty cute. I don't know. The Demon Orion. Or Orion? Let me look that up. Set this aside. I always look for new manga to read. Oh, Rorun. Okay. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. Ooh. Problem's not that nobody has ever heard of, but Bloom Into You is hella good. Oh. Bloom Into You. It sounds like it's either like a really like beautiful love story, or it's incredibly sad. one of the two. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships. Her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark churn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Madigan? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. Both of them are Yuri romance manga. I called it with the romance. I called it. Mine is trash and became well known after it got into anime, and my favorite is not as well known as the author's first work. Well, you gotta tell me, Sven. Domestic Girlfriend. I think I've heard of that. Starting to get angry at Twitch. Oh, is it really fucking up? I'll have to... The multi-stream thing may not be something that can work then. It sucks because I want to multi-stream, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do like a stream on YouTube and then a stream on Twitch. Try different days. Because this doesn't seem to be working very well. Twitch is mighty behind the YouTube. Unfortunate. Yeah, it looks like if I can't get this to work, I'll try like one more time after today to do a multi-stream. And if not, then I might just like switch between them. Dome Kano is fucking awful in the best way. Dumpster fire from beginning to end. Hell yeah. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I never forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That's called a hyperfixation. Hell yeah. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you were saying you're looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. What a romancer! I have you two about to listen to you and chatting here because I have my emotes here? Oh. Okay. Okay. Alright, I think the official plan will be I'll try to mess with it some more after today's stream. Stream one more time on a dual stream, and if that doesn't work, then I'll probably do like a stream on YouTube, then a stream on Twitch, just to try it out. Yeah. Are you sure? I'm a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? You don't say that to someone who apologizes too much. King Dylan, the first YouTube co-stream in the game is Doki Doki. Amazing. Welcome on in. How you doing? And how'd you find little old me? It was Keo that enjoyed the stream. Oh, I got you. But how's it going, Dylan? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... If someone apologizes too much, you don't call them out for apologizing too much, because that makes them apologize more and they feel more uncomfortable. Here, this should work, right? I slap my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yo, custom artwork! People do that to Canadians all the time. I feel like that's different. I think Canadians is a cultural thing. I feel like for someone like Yuri, it's because she's so unsure of herself. I feel like, I don't know unless I'm wrong about Canadians, but it feels like slightly a different comparison. I feel like Canadians are more like, oh, I'm sorry. She's like, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a burden, you know? Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm to the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Amanda, my wife, reads so quick compared to me. It's so bad because she doesn't wait. We'll be like playing a video game together, like Persona 5. Oh my god. We were playing Persona 5 together and she'd constantly finish reading before me and skip the dialogue. Constantly. My favorite as a kid was Buso Renkin, the second series by Nabahiro Watsuki after after Rurouni Kenshin. I did not experience Rurouni Kenshin until I was much older. I think I was like 23 when I read it. I love Rurouni Kenshin's manga. It's so good. Also, Murabuso ranking God's own anime? Not sure. Just read faster, Fivehead? Mean. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page and letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Hey Belle, let her be. I know that you're curious about her, but she just got out of her surgery. You're uterusless sisters now. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But, Madigan, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant more that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Poem time! Don't leave out the pure vibe that is the ending theme. Ooh, a good ending theme always slaps. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close up on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer to read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after I pick it up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Be right back? No problem, Roxy. I own the whole manga and the anime and keep it on my anime playlist. Damn. Okay, owning a manga and owning an anime, both, that's expensive. They sell for so freaking much. It's like, they gouge you on those prices. Rosario Vampire. I've actually never seen Rosario Vampire. I've heard that it's fantastic, though. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really had done this before. Oh look, we have a little kitten on screen. Look, chat, look. She's recovering from getting spayed yesterday. She's doing really well. She's such a good girl. I picked her up, and apparently the vet said she was super cuddly, and the only noises she made was when she wanted attention. I love that cat so much. I was so scared yesterday, y'all. Not for any good reason, but just like, you know, I didn't want her to die. I know it's like a typical thing getting spayed, but geez. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. I have terrible handwriting. I am a chicken scratch king. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I'd do the same myself. Oh, who should I show my poem to first? Yuri. We're trying to romance Yuri, y'all. That's a good reason. She's just so cute. I love that cat so much. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Well, personally, I'm an English major, and I feel like I did pretty good in it. I mean, I took up to 400 level courses. I took more English courses than was required for my major. I have a published research paper. I have a published poem. I don't know. I read a lot of haikus. Sad Satsuki lover noises. Fair enough, Kyo. To be fair, sometimes people just don't come out of anesthesia. Yeah, that was one of the big spooks. That was one. We lost one of the main Rooster Teeth guys that way? Really? I didn't know that. Most people don't realize that animals aren't like people. Sometimes they just don't come out of anesthesia. Yeah, it was terrifying. I was very scared all day. Because I dropped her off yesterday at... Oh God, yesterday was a freaking day, chat. Do you mind if I complain for a bit? If I vent to you? Yesterday pissed me off. Because, first of all, I wake up because I have to drive Amanda to work. Because I need the car. We only have one car. So I'm up at 7 a.m. I don't really sleep at all, so I get like 3 hours of sleep. And I drive her to work. And immediately I have to take my cat to get spayed. 8 o'clock drop off. And I don't get to pick her up until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And they don't contact me at all between 8 and 4. So I'm worrying about that all day. Then I do my YouTube video. I edited it yesterday. That was fun. And then I spend 2 hours trying to get the multi-stream to work. 2 hours of trying to set up this dumb plugin. And it doesn't work. It crashes my OBS. I don't even get to stream yesterday. And I'm fixing it. It took me hours to fix it yesterday, chat. Luckily, I had a good evening. Like, I picked up my kitten. She was fine. She was lovey-dovey. But, like, between 8 o'clock and 4 o'clock, I was a mess. Not to mention, it was a 30-minute drive to the vet to pick her up. So I had to drive for 30 minutes just thinking about, what if my cat's dead? Oh. No news is good news? I know, but, like, it makes my brain hurt. Music is reminiscent of the Slateport Mall theme from 3rd Gen Pokemon. That is incredibly specific. Glad she's okay? Yes. I love that cat so much. She's not cuddling because I'm being loud now, but her and I were cuddling all morning. Like, she was just, like, on my chest like this. What kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. I think the longest poem I ever wrote was 2.5 pages. And I wrote that... I think I wrote that for Amanda. I'm pretty sure I wrote like a 2.5 page long poem for Amanda as like a love poem for Valentine's Day one year. By the way, y'all, Stream Elements just reminded me. We are sponsored by HelloFresh. So, here, let me pull that up. If you are interested in supporting the stream at all, this is a really good way to do it. I can get you half off of your box of Let me just... It didn't like me moving my mouse off. I can get you half off of your box of HelloFresh, and then in perpetuity, as long as you're subscribed, you get a free breakfast as well. So, not only do I get you half off, and you don't need to renew it either to help me. Just one purchase of the box, and it gives me a good chunk of money from HelloFresh to support me. And also, you get food. Like, it's a good thing to support. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to copy and paste this. So if you're at all interested in supporting the stream or me, and just getting something free out of it, I would definitely recommend checking out HelloFresh with my link. You don't even have to put in any code. Literally, you just click the link and it works. If you don't, that's totally fine. I understand as well. Why aren't you letting me send the link in my chat? I don't think YouTube likes me sending a link. Oh well. There we go. I don't think the HelloFresh delivers to your sound. No. I wish I could write, but I'm absolutely trash at it. Literally, I can't write an essay to save my life. Really failed the English. Interesting. Well, I mean, you said that you were really into math, right, Keo? It feels kind of like English and math are opposite ends of the spectrum. All right, back to Doki Doki. Wow, that's a huge compliment from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I wasn't able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's easier for her to totally change. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's something you can't be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yeah! Then he got oh. Same Kyo. It was the same, only subject that would tank my GPA? No! And then he got fired for having inappropriate relations with students shortly after oh my god. Ooh. That's unfortunate. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. Light flickers. I flicker back. Oh, I like that. That's a good poem. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. Bitch, are you kidding me? My handwriting is terrible. I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. I usually write shorter poems. I actually like being restricted by haiku. It's one of my favorite poem styles because it restricts you so much, it forces you to be creative with every word you choose. I come back with tacos and a daddy story. Ooh. Flash Fox, I am so hungry. Can I have one of those tacos? So your sister's handwriting is probably as bad as mine. None at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Madigan. Really? I must have totally missed the point. No, it's not about a ghost. It's about someone trying to live in the past while rejecting the future. Someone trying to cling to something that they've lost. They are a ghost because they're not living in the time that they're in. They're living in a version of the past that they don't want to let go. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Damn! I just English majored the fuck out of that. Man, chat, I called that so hard. I don't know if that poem was supposed to be obtuse, but I English majored the fuck out of that. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Madigan. Me too. Adorable. Who should I show my poem to next? Oh, I get to show it to everyone. Passes taco through screen. I write in cursive and only switched to print because I couldn't write my cursive and finish a timed essay. Oh no. I learned cursive in 3rd grade and then never used it again. My poetry is about the romance I wish I had in my life. I used to keep a log of my poems. I think I may have gotten rid of them. Where's my phone? There we go. I don't know if I have them anymore. That's unfortunate. That sucks. I don't know what I did with them, but yeah, my poems are pretty much gone. Oh well. Oh well. Why the wind gotta be so mean? He's knocking out the power. Oh no, Mekima. They'll play Cyberpunk. Hell yeah. I played Cyberpunk when it first came out and it wasn't optimal. I haven't played it since then. After my high school thought I was gonna shoot up the school. After you did two got an Edgar Allan Poe inspired poem, never wrote a damn thing. That's fucked up. Let's share with Sayori. This is a good poem, Madigan. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. That's why I'm impressed. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you would do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write a one at all. I'm really happy you just wrote... Like, what? Just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into you yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Madigan. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'll make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Super worth playing now that patch 2.1 Phantom Liberty is really good. I probably can't play it really, it's probably too much for my hands. It has to be like a really low APM game. Yay. Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through the blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I love this poem. This is so cute. Like, let's see if I can get a good meaning from it. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. That line really hits me, but I'm not mad. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. So, is the sunshine actually the sunshine? Or is... This almost feels like someone expressing that they're unable to do much by themselves and they need something to guide them and bring them out of sleep, out of their melancholy, out of their reclusence. So something that brings them from that. Because otherwise they could sleep forever. They don't have the ability to get up themselves. They don't have the skill, not the skill, but they don't have the motivation to do it. But they like it. They like being brought out. Maddie, how's it feel to have such amazing media literacy? Okay. I mean, it cost me $13,000. Nah, I got an English degree and a psych degree, so at least I have one good one. But, I don't know, it just came from reading a lot and then doing a lot of English classes. Sometimes they might be depressed without someone or something. It sounds like they might not even know it too. It sounds like they're trying to find words to express the fact that they're depressed. They maybe don't even know that they are depressed or that it is depression. They just know that they need someone else to push them. I think I had a running counter of bugs in the NPC spawning in T-poses. Hell yeah, bro. Cyberpunk is on the backlog. It's way back there. Maybe get to it before DT comes out. The DT is the new expansion for Final Fantasy. I can't remember what it's called. I don't know if you get back into it, but I'm happy CD Projekt Red have been working to fix it. Yeah, CD Projekt Red, I trusted them to fix it, but I also trusted them to make a good game to start with, and they didn't. So, how is the YouTube stream even going? I haven't checked on it at all. 3 viewers. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you're late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I never eat breakfast. I've been like this since I was a kid. I just don't eat breakfast. I don't know what it is. Dawn Trail, yeah. I'm excited for it. And you're one of them? Hell yeah, Roxy. Doubling up. Get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Natsuki. She's not gonna like it. I think I didn't do really anything for Natsuki. Hi, I see you, Sven. I see you, my glorious boy. What's breakfast? Exactly. Decently sure everyone in the YouTube stream is also in the Twitch stream. Yeah. Using it for audio still because the Twitch is now a full minute behind. Okay. This dual stream shit sucks. I would end the dual stream, but I don't think I can end just the YouTube and keep the Twitch because of how the thing works. Madigan, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What, you expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? You think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort in. We all start somewhere, right? You're so proud of the first poem you ever wrote that I like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can sneak, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay. So, obviously this is reductive. She's reducing different species down to the one thing that she believes characterizes them. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. They're all actions that those animals can take. And people can try. People can try, but that's about it. So, this is showing a lot of self-doubt, it seems like, or at least doubt that people can accomplish things. I think it stems a lot from the self. Maybe she doesn't trust herself or doesn't believe that she's capable. But it can also relate to things in her life. Maybe there's outside sources that she believes aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. Maybe like friends or family that are not fulfilling something for her, and she's lashing out that, yeah, they're trying, but they're not doing it. They're not doing the thing that needs to be done. They're not doing the thing for me. So that, I mean, that could be it. I have so many things to say about Natsuki that would be spoilers. But yeah, it seems like she's reducing things to what they are capable of so that she can show that humans aren't capable of really much. And that human could be herself, or it could be people around her. That's my guess. Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because people can only try. Why would you like it if, it's just me trying? It's not good, obviously. Because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. That's actually, honestly, my preferred poem style as well. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme in the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. It gets more weight into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? I honestly assumed that she would be like a third year or something. Honestly, it's gonna be like one of those, actually, I'm small but old, anime tropes. Yeah, I guess not. I tried to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Before we share with Monica, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'm gonna be gone for like 20 seconds. know, chat, we've been showing so much love to the kitten. What about for the puppy? What about for the puppy? Mwah, mwah, mwah. What about for the baby Belle? We love her. We love this pupper. Mwah, mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh, my little baby, my little old girl, my grandma. She's like 10 years old now. Ugh. She's got so much white fur, it hurts. Where are we? There we go. All right, Monica. Hi, Madigan. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, you ever had any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Madigan. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier they'll all learn to get past soon. Didn't there used to be a give doggo a treat? There was give her pets, like put her on, it was like a show off the dog redeem. I got rid of it when I went to being like a gift tuber. I could bring it back, honestly. It's not a bad idea, Roxy. Actually, do I remember how to do that? Viewer rewards, channel points, manage rewards, add a new custom reward. Oh wait, no, I think I still just have it. Yeah, show off the pup. Yeah, there it is. Let's do once every 15 minutes. They can be redeemed. Don't want to bother her too much. There we go. Give the pupper a treat? I mean, do I have any dog treats around me? I don't have any dog treats in the room right now. Unfortunate. Dan Salvato has said that all of the Dokis are 18. Natsuki isn't significantly younger than the others. Really? They're all okay. I mean, if the author says so. But that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. Great job, Madigan. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked, anyway. You know what? Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It can take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Amazon package arrived. The tracker app is telling me it's a 4080. Brother, I wish. Yeah, what the fuck? Imagine. There's a reason she's small, but it's not because she's younger. Is it the malnourishment thing you were telling me earlier? Wish I could afford a 4080? I don't know if I could handle a 4080. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall? Show us the hole in the wall! It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackle protrudes. Ah, a noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. This one. Ooh. This one's hard. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. Let's analyze this literally. The direction the spackle protrudes. So that's almost giving like a drywall being punched from the outside in. So it's like a broken window broken inward instead of outward. I peer inside for a clue. So it's not like it's looking to the outside. It's as if the spackle exploded from inside the house outward. Okay. So from that, can we analyze the spackle, the wall, as a part of her body? Something punched through into her brain, into her mind, and she looks inside to get a clue. But she can't see. She reels backward, blind, like a film left out in the sun. So like a picture that has faded. So it's almost like with seeing it, everything she sees, it's like it's been burned away. It's too late. Her retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. So looking out from inside, something burns her. Something burns her with something that she feels is meaningless. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Looking outside in, it was too much for her to bear, and so her eyes closed to it. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. So conceptually, the spackle that's been burst in is almost like a hole has been punctured from the outside into her thought, into her mind, into her space. And with curiosity, she looks out this hole that's been created into the infinite, into everything outside of her perspective, and it blinds her because she can't take in the everything, and the only thing she can see is someone else looking in. Interesting. Ooh, God, I like this. Is really good. God damn, what a good poem. Monica's poems are extremely important, I imagine. Working on a new build at the moment. Amazon's getting ahead of it, so yeah, Amazon's like, hey, you want a 4080, right? I love punching things. I used to like punching things. There's so much foreshadowing going on. I liked analyzing this one. There's so much nuance to it. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. I am me. Madigan is. I should be in the game. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So, just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Hell yeah. There's a reason my hands sound like crumbling bricks turning into sand. Oh no. Phew. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can they be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you had to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Madigan did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Madigan liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Drama? I didn't realize we were in the drama club, chat. I thought we were in the literature club. Oh, whoa. Catfight, catfight, catfight. Maybe you're just jealous that Madigan appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is this everything okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew his size bigger as soon as Madigan started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly both girls towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Madigan, she just tried to make you look bad. It's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Damn. Flat justice? I mean, it would be toxic of me to say otherwise, because my wife's got big boobs. I don't know. I'll say I appreciate boobs of all sizes, but my wife's are my favorite. Help me explain that to her, Madigan. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that right, Madigan? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Is that why I'm evil? Sorry, man. not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Well, I both think they're being pedantic and dumb, letting one writing style be more than the other. I feel like Help Me Sayori is a cop-out, but I don't want to agree with either of them. I think they're both being kind of childish. Like, I want to romance Yuri. That's my goal. However, I don't want to romance her by being toxic to someone else. That's not my personality. I think between the three choices, I'm gonna have to go with the one that pursues Yuri. I don't like any of them, though. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Huh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when he said her poem was cute. I... see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Oh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did! It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. Where's the throw them both under the table option? That's kind of what I want. I want to, like, scold them both for being kind of assholes. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. No! God damn it! See, this is one of the things that infuriates me about visual novels, right? Because, I mean, I literally put myself in the game. My name's there, Madigan. And it's really annoying to me because I want to handle it the way that I would handle it. And I don't want to have some fucking dumbass main character fuck it up for me, you know? Poor Natsuki, right? None of those was a good option. Like, I could have done the Sayori Save Me one, but I don't like that. Light the trash on fire so we can jump over it in the hallway. Flashbox, you are evil. And you know this. Natsuki, she really didn't need to go and do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone have not gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. No, she didn't! A lot of I would not fucking say that in these games. Yeah, true. I don't think any less of you. Well, all right, I believe you. Thanks, Madigan. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful, so... Huh? What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. Just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Madigan, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about it with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. Think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems that everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Madigan, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent that much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. This game is so cute, and it's going to be so bad when it stops being cute. Because I know it's going to stop being cute. I know it. Unfortunately. Sorry, just checking something real quick. Well, they didn't give me the options I wanted. I feel like this put the game in a broken state. Oh, God. What's your option? Hey, I hate your poem. Burn it. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them now, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Madigan, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone's what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Put that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh yeah, poem time! Frightening. Okay, not unrequited. Incongruent. Heaven sent. Infallible. Unrestrained. Uncontrollable. Entropy. Extraordinary. Oh, come on. Unending. Tenacious. Heartbeat. Oh, not you. I don't want one for you. Determination. Disoriented. Contamination. Melancholy. Incapable. Effulgent. And philosophy. Boop. We'll do boop. Probably this only came out in 2017. Feels like an eternity ago. Wasn't the author supposed to make a sequel and they never have? I mean, to be fair, 2017 is kind of an eternity ago. That's like almost 7 years ago. Blech. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Why do I hate Natsuki so much? I don't. I'm trying to get nothing but Yuri. Like, I didn't want to get Sayori either. I actually am a big fan of Natsuki already. I think that if I play it again, I'll probably pursue Natsuki the second time. It's just, I committed to Yuri, so anything that's not Yuri makes me like, blech. Gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Madigan. So, Sayori, looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Huh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons, do I? A2, Yuri. Boop? Don't you dare boop me. Natsuki hate fan club? No! I don't hate Natsuki. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Huh? Why's that, all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins spill out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought the snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves one option. I give up, but don't make me feel guilty. You feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Jesus! He hates the dialogue options. I'm not a fan of Natsuki, but I don't hate her. I do not like the dialogue. I don't like the main character. The main character's kind of an asshole. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't know she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Madigan let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. The revolution? Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. Bom, bom, bom. Hate's a strong word. Yeah, I don't ever usually use the word hate. There's only one person I've ever hated in my life. Well, I mean, count political figures, there's more. But like a person I've known, I've only ever hated one in my life. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Flap! Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles into the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie? Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Hell yeah! Truth. Lila, hello! Hey, Maddie, I was watching anime and I'm looking to watch something on Twitch and I found you playing an anime game. That's right, Lyle. How you doing? Top of the hate list, Kissinger. Kissinger, you get no salute. Nothing, Kissinger. But how you doing, Lyle? What anime were you watching? Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. I was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Okay, I love cookies too, but I'm not gonna hug a cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why don't you think I gave you that one? Fine. Chocolate chip is the best cookie type. Sound off in chat. What's the best cookie type? Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Oh my god! Anime about a doctor who treats synthetic humans. Oh. Okay, that's actually really cool sounding, Lyle. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. I don't know about that. Oatmeal raisin. Bro Wolf. That's controversial. I love oatmeal cookies. I do not like oatmeal raisin. I'm a hater. I'm a hater of raisins. I don't know why I hate them so much. Don't like them. Time with chocolate chip. Chocolate chip's it's so good. It's just the best. Every black and white cookie I've ever had has been more like a small cake than a cookie. Oh, there was this bakery. Oh, I can't remember what it was called. Like Skylar's or something. Back where I used to live. And they made black and white cookies, or like half moon cookies, whatever you call them. They're like this big with half chocolate frosting, half vanilla frosting. And they were so good. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry. I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica goes to the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Ah, well, my last period today was a study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Madigan. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. Problems don't help that I live nowhere near New York to get actual factual good one. True enough. One second, I got a text. Sorry, I just want to make sure. No, I don't want to open up RuneScape, thank you. Oh no, everything's good. Choose to let Sayori, yeah. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. That's me. That's me, chat. I destroy baked goods. If there's like a plate of cookies in front of me, they will be gone within a few minutes. I'm the kind of MFer who can eat an entire package of Oreos. Don't try me, chat. I am a fat man who likes cookies. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. Huh? Ah, I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Ah, no. I was kind of just waiting for you. Oh, if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you want to make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Chad, I've admitted this before. I don't like tea. I like iced tea. I do not like hot tea. I don't like hot drinks. If a drink is warm to hot, I do not like it. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, and a kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this into the teacher's desk and then we'll get to some water. We got a brand new electric kettle for Christmas, and my wife is so happy. If I get an actual text, the world is on fire. I have a couple group chats I'm in with family. My brother got me tea for Christmas because he thinks I should drink more. And pretty much the only kind I like is citrus flavored teas. Oh, like an orange citrus or like a different kind of citrus? My favorite kind of tea is like a black tea mixed with hibiscus and lemon. Like a hibiscus black tea is so good. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Huh, where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri's gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with me helping involve Madigan in club activities? Huh? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Madigan. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. That was kind of rude. Time to walk the doggo? Hell yeah, Mekama. Give the doggy some pets. The orange isn't strong enough for me. Which one do you like then? Like a strong lemon? Or what's your go-to, Kyo? Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Madigan, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them anyway. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? What kind of friend, chat? Currently I don't have anything to mix into it for extra flavor. Oh, I like orange, just that the flavor in the tea I got isn't enough. I had to add some more orange to it. Like orange juice or like how do you manage that? Orange extract? My wife, I think her favorite tea is chai. I think that's usually her go-to for tea. The only problem is that she can't handle caffeine. So she has to go for like a decaf chai. And even then. Ooh, marmalade. I didn't think about that. A manipulative friend? Yeah. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Madigan, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. It's kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Madigan, do you like oolong tea? I never had oolong. Manipulative friend, I didn't know I was in the game. Flash Fox. No self-hate. Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You like to do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. See, this is kind of funny. It reminds me a lot of my wife. She's very closed off until she gets to know you. And then she's, talkative and, a beautiful, vibrant person. But until she's met you 4 or 5 times, she doesn't really open up as much. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Madigan. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Madigan, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Huh? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back up against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have a back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? Wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like when you're reading? Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. Bag of small chocolate candies I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. eCraft Game, hello to you too. How you doing? Welcome to chat. How'd you find little old me? And should I refer to you as eCraft? Take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Chocolate! Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hands that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You get as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, I might get smudges on the pages. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder time reading it from it. Chocolate! I remember when they invented chocolate. I hated it. Favorite cookie is oatmeal chocolate chip and snickerdoodle. Oh, God, Sven. Oh, I could kill myself for one. I love oatmeal chocolate chip. They're so good. Oh. I don't know why my OBS just did that. There we go. OBS had a little hiccup there. Imagine us in an anime, the teacup is shaking from us being nervous. Oh no. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me as if to confirm what just happened. Madigan? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean... Chat, I was a menace in high school. I had a lot of friends that were female. And I think just because they knew I wasn't attracted to them in oh, I'm going after you kind of way. So I had a lot of female friends. And I've literally walked down a hallway, picked one of them up, and threw them over my shoulder. So me giving a chocolate to someone, I don't know. I wouldn't think that is sexy, but this poor girl, I won't say her name, obviously, But we were friends for a couple years. So I just kind of was walking at her, and she was walking at me in the hallway. And I bent down, grabbed her, and threw over on my shoulder and just kept walking. I think I was a menace growing up. At least OBS was nice enough to not self-destruct today. Yes, I spent hours yesterday Flash Fox fixing it. I was seen as the man whore because I had 90% female friends and they thought I slept with them all. Oh, wow. Little did they know it was because they made better friends than the guys. That's kind of my position too. I had mostly female friends. No one thought I was sleeping with them though, because I was dating Amanda since junior high, so everyone knew that I had a girlfriend. Not really in this kind of context, but we had 0 friends gay from me being trash. Keo, I want you to look at the screen right now. You know what? I'm your friend. I'm your friend, Keo. And you're not trash. How's that? Everyone tell Keo how much we love her. Why is my OBS freaking out? All right, we just fed her some chocolate and go. Not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems! Madigan, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. You know what we call that, chat? We call that a cock block. I had mostly female friends too, but no one thought I was sleeping with them because I was one of the unpopular kids. Probably too horny for my own good. As such, I didn't get to have sex because I was probably too cringe. Fair enough. Oh boy, they're leaning into the chocolate makes women horny. I don't know. In my experience, chocolate does not make women horny. It just makes them happy. But then again, chocolate makes everyone happy. In the end, we hastily cleaned up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, I don't know, chat. Maybe Yuri? Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Madigan, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How'd you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on her sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, she's nervous. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. You know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone's motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. No. Probably going on the old trope that chocolate is an aphrodisiac. That, yeah, I always forget that people say that. For me, the saying is like get your girl chocolate on her period to make her happier. Although my wife doesn't have periods anymore, so that's easy. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by a scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You can say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry, more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows his excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. This one's more difficult to analyze. So, is the raccoon someone else? Because the raccoon is not a raccoon. I mean, that's easy. We all know that. But is the raccoon a representation of another human, or is the raccoon a representation of her own desire? Because it almost seems like the raccoon is reflecting herself and she's feeding it. So if I had to do an analysis on this, I would say the raccoon is a representation of her own emotions that she is beginning to feed. Because the raccoon's always following her, and she's always feeding the raccoon now. So, it happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. She feels guilty about the bread. Be down to get fed some bread, butter me up. Oof. Bro, I'm so hungry right now. Okay. So, the way I'm seeing it is the raccoon is a representation of herself, and she is finally nurturing it. She's finally reflecting some nurture to her own self, to the raccoon, by slicing the bread and giving it to it. So she always has the bread handy now, and she always has the knife handy. However, the knife was a symptom, the bread, the curiosity, the raccoon an urge. So the raccoon's an urge. The raccoon's an urge for something. So she's feeding an urge that the raccoon is. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto it. Very fun to know the details of things that happen later in the game. Oh, I imagine. The raccoon is taken to following me. You can say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more frequently, and so my bread is always handy. So the thing she's feeding about herself is becoming more and more hungry. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows his excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing a piece of this poem. It's a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. is those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Madigan? No. Honestly. I don't really. I don't get, I don't really get embarrassed. Like, the thing I get embarrassed about is when I do something dumb. But it's not like I shy away from it. I usually embrace me doing something dumb. But I've kind of made it a part of my personality that I don't really get embarrassed by the things I do. Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other in our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I'd be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you are a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Madigan. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I feel like I'm missing a piece of the bread? Oh, certainly. People wish I could be embarrassed. I'd probably not say half the stuff. God, growing up, my mom and my sister, my brother were so embarrassed to be around me. Like, a song would come on in the store, I'd just start dancing to it. Like, my wife gets embarrassed to this day. I never thought I would feel so uncomfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Sayori. Oh, I like this one, Madigan. It has some nice feelings in it. Oh, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt by some point. Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both? There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. I like bittersweet. I do like bittersweet myself. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. Make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Huh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Madigan. I should go write that down. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles in a row. My collection makes lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping, I blow dust off my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Well, this one's easy to analyze. Holy shit. Well, she gives away too much of herself, and she has to scrape deeper and deeper to find something that she gives away, saving nothing for herself. And then she realized when she gives part of herself away, it all just breaks. And then the friends she feels she has all go away because she doesn't give them anything anymore. They're fair weather friends that she thinks. So she's given everything away, and now there's nothing inside of her, so she just echoes. I mean, come on, that one was easy. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. Monica taught you that? I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Monica's such a good friend. She seems like it. Down comes a bottle. Is she becoming an alcoholic? Nah, bro. No, come on. Krieg, how you doing? Welcome to chat today. How you feeling? It's the end of December and it's almost 60 outside. I gotta need the cool weather to stroll back in. No more cold weather. Writing is like magic. You got pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. So you always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Natsuki, she's gonna hate my poem. Me love cold, hate heat, more cold. I also hate the heat. I like the temperature it is, though. Like, right now, it's a really good temperature. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. Well, what do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep-sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Huh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty... Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... Ugh. Looks like I'm in trouble. Someone struck a nerve, though what I did was beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. That's what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Wait, I didn't get to read her poem? Oh. Wow. She really doesn't like me. Monica. Hi again, Madigan. I'd be so happy if we could stay in the mid-50s. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, I guess I didn't play to her enough. Mid-50s, like low 60s is the best temperature. What'd you get for doing Yuri's route? Oh, I see. Hi again, Madigan. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. Give my poem to Monica. All right. This one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. And when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her. You want to read her poem? I can post it in the Discord? You can post it. I haven't decided if I'll read it or not yet, Keo. Not played the game before, by the way. I have not played it. I watched up to a certain point where there's a reveal for the first time. The colder gets... Oh, I read that one. No, she probably really likes you, but is angry that you're going for Yuri. Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes inside that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. Oh, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure Shar's got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers the last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. I don't like how it starts out with save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. Well, red, green, blue are the primary. Red, green, blue. Flashing, expanding, piercing, bright, beautiful colors. It almost feels like she's talking about, like, a TV screen. It almost tells, like, the first part almost makes me think she's talking about, like, a TV or something. Like, the bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. Because red, green, blue is the basis of, like, what you use for computer monitors, for, like, TVs. The flashing, the expanding, bright, beautiful colors, meaningless noise. Noise won't stop, violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. This also makes me think of, like, a computer. Like, is she talking about, like, being on a computer? Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. Okay. Okay. Actually, factually, the first time I read this poem, I saved Scum to see if it would unlock an Easter egg related to the line, save me. I mean, save me... Oh, damn it. I wanted to see the poem again. Okay. Return. I didn't read all of it. Yeah, I realized there was one way at the bottom. I can't go back, can I? Oh, the very bottom of it says load me. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna load it. It's even more extract than your last one. Well, I tried. Save's coming? But yeah, I looked it up. The last line is save is load me. I guess I missed it, unfortunately. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to spread your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'm gonna try loading it now. No, it looks like I may have missed it. Best advice for every game ever: save a lot. Yeah. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, there's no embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually gonna be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us is gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. I don't think there are any things you can change by saves coming in Act 1. Monica just like breaking the... Oh, okay. There are no female Hrothgar in the new Encyclopedia in order to get 3, even though there's a section on Hrothgar. Really? Well, isn't female Hrothgar coming in the Dawn one? Changing the way that would unlock a secret route anyway. Obviously, you can save scum the poem minigame to get a different girl to like. I see. Sayori's putting on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Oh, well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm gonna perform in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri had never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I just kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of the club. We started the event and each of us put a good performance, and don't inspire others to do the same. Female Hrothgar is a myth. Can't wait for them to be... Well, you know, we had to cut something. Oh, no. Anyone else used to, like, repeatedly hammer the quick save key in old games? 100%. Man, playing through Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, you just constantly F5, 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 F5. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3, F5, F5, F5. We don't hear anything about them at Japanese Fan Fest and just write them off. No. And before that important Femroths to try to be Midlanders, I don't know what that one means. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature's all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right, and it's those reasons that we all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all that takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. Guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Ew. Oh, show off the pub! Belle, come here. Where you at, girl? Here, Belle. Uh-oh, I think she might be sleeping. Oh, there she is. There's my puppy. Here's the girl. Here's the little pupper. Mwah. Yeah, here she is. You moved the mic. There's a little puppy. A little puppy. I love you so much. Even though you're stinky. Even though you're a stinky girl. Yes, I love you. She's a bear. Not to mention public speaking is part of her real life. I mean, not often. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of the strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Thrust himself into the wall. Ooh. Public speaking course in uni, easiest credits ever. Plus, got to see a guy thrust himself into a wall. Beautiful. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind, then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. It was an impromptu speech about rock climbing, and it was all this guy who thinks he's giving the speech. Beautiful. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? Glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. This is the second mention of an eye having to do with Yuri. Because the front of the book that we're reading has an eye on it. And it was specifically a, a uncomfortable looking eye. This one's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure as she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone's stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Glances around at her as she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks over to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Trying to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this poem on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori! Even Madigan liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite well as with that kind of delivery. Huh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. It made a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Madigan. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. I might as well let Madigan lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Okay, rude? Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something we'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as they're giving life to the poem. Counterpoint, give her love and food. She needs some love and food. We're not gonna throw Natsuki out the window, Roxy. Come on. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is. So, well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all those effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. But Flash already opened the window. Flash? Flash is a bad influence. I love Flash, but Flash is a bad influence. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. I've been working out really nicely so far. I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica. Do my best to get through it. It was for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. And I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Madigan. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I'm a tsundere, I guess. Oh, it's true I'm the worst influence. That's the best part. You are the worst influence, and I love you. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean, Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. Still walk home with Sayori. You're still my friend. I like the club leader, though you don't seem to be able to romance her. It doesn't seem so. Small and violent and tragic is literally the perfect combination. Sayori, you ever think I would dish you for Yuri? Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Madigan. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted to, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Huh. The conversation trails off. Sayori is so surprised you want to hang out with her. Yeah, it almost seems like she doesn't have a lot of self-confidence. Like she's giving away everything. Kind of weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen that time? Alright, chat. Aren't you trying to romance Yuri? But yeah, but I'm saying what I would say in this scenario. Like walking home together with Sayori is like, that's something we do together as friends. I wouldn't just ditch my friend to walk home with someone else, you know? But yeah, I think we're gonna call the stream here for today. It's quite a long one, actually. It helps that I only had to press the space bar, so it didn't hurt too much. But thank you all for watching. I had a lot of fun doing Doki Doki today. Let's race someone together. Is anyone live right now that I know? Ah, yes, Sweaty Little Koi. I love Sweaty Little Koi. She's a little gremlin. She plays League of Legends, and we're gonna send you on over to her. Raid channel. Hello? Proud of me? Thanks. You're in around to hear you butter her up? No point. Nah, that's not what I think. Stick around for the raid. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out. I love you dearly. And we'll probably play some more Doki Doki. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think tomorrow, though, we'll do Final Fantasy again. I don't want to keep just doing visual novels. So tomorrow, 1 p.m. EST, I'll be streaming again. We'll be playing some Final Fantasy 14. And until then, I love you bunches. Have a great day, y'all. Goodbye.